folks, JD here, and today we're going to be looking at my top 5 cars that we've looked at in the past few months. So this isn't in any particular order, these are just my top 5 cars, and I think the first one that we're going to start with is probably one of my favourite bash around cars, which is the WLToys A959. Oh, do you know what? This is the B model, just to let you know. There are 3 models, basically slow, medium and fast, A, B and C. This is the B model. It'll reach speeds of up to 40 kilometers an hour. This is the one that I'm currently turning into a metal car, although it is getting quite slow because I'm just having so much fun taking this out. So, what's good about this car? Well, this is an all-round good bashing car. So you can buy it. It is a little bit expensive, but you're guaranteed you're going to get a good one. I can't say enough good things about this. You literally can take it out, you can rag it, you can flip it, you can pretty much do anything to this car, and it just takes it absolutely without any issue. I've thrown this off ramps, I've hit it in ditches, I've whacked trees at 30 miles an hour. I have literally almost, well, tried to destroy it. I'm sure if I really tried I could, but with all the bashing I've given it, it still proves to be an excellent car. So for a standard, we have independent suspension, which is okay. It's like a spring piston sort of affair. We have foam filled rubber tyres. These rubber tyres are ones I've put on. These aren't the stock tyres. The stock tyres you get are pretty much good for on-road, off-road, but this isn't good in long grass. It's good for gravel, good for tarmac. You can alter the suspension. You can alter almost all characteristics of this. You can get a new body if you don't like this particular buggy body. So many things you can do for this car. Range is excellent. Battery life, sort of mediocre, about 10 minutes. But you do have a great time in that. And don't forget, you have a nice flat surface here, so you can put a camera on top of here as well, which is what I do. And then you can get some nice FPV footage off this as well. All in all, I really, really like this car a lot. And I think this car kind of opened me up to the possibilities of changing things into a metal car and to actually having a lot more fun rather than just racing them, or rather than just taking it out and taking it for a good spin. Right then, that's number 1. This is the A959. Now then, let's look at the second one. Now the second one is also a favourite of mine. Do you know what am I kidding? They're all my favourites. But this one, again, WLToys, they make some great cars. They really make some brilliant cars. This is the WLToys 12428. Now, this, once again, it's a very big car. This is 1 in 12 scale. The A959 that we looked at, I think that's 1 in 18 scale. This is 1 in 12. It's a lot larger, it's a lot heavier. It's made of half metal, half plastic. Foam filled tyres again. A spare wheel on the back as well, which is actually a proper tyre as well. You can use it. It's not just there. It's not plastic. It's not there for show. You can swap them out should you need to. This has a lot of tread, and you need it because this guy is fantastic in a straight line. He's brilliant as you're cornering, banking him, flipping him around the place. I've crashed this a load of times, and there's a little bit of damage on the top here, just a little bit of plastic which is worn away, but all in all LEDs on the lights still work, even though I've lost the cover for this one as well. The suspension is fantastic. The suspension works in the back. It works by rolling, not just depressing, but actually rolling the back end of the car, and the front end is just your standard sort of depression suspension there as well, from 2 racks inside here which lie across the car. This car is semi-waterproof. The bottom is big and covers the motor and all the big aspects of the car, but moisture can still get in the back here by the drive shaft. The drive shaft is a mixture of metal and plastic, and all in all is quite strong. I've thrown this off ramps once again, and again I haven't had much of an issue. At some point we're going to be turning this into a metal car as well, but for now this is just, again, another one of my favourites. All out, a fantastic little Dakar racing car. And I think one of the things that always makes me smile, if you are going in a straight line and you gently turn him and then turn him quickly, then you get 3 wheels up off the you get 1 wheel up off the tarmac, leaving 3 wheels on. That always makes me smile. I don't know why. I'm just a big kid at heart, and to be honest with you, this car just is so good. So once again, this has been the WLToys 12428. Now for number 3. Number 3 is a little bit different. Number 3 is a microcar. Now once again, WLToys, no, I'm not sponsored by them. I just think they make very good cars. This is a 1 in 28 scale car, and it is really small, fits in the palm of your hand. Now, this is a good beginner car. I don't think this is a fantastic car for advanced or intermediate users, but if you're getting into the RC hobby, this is very good. Now, when I first had this, I didn't think it was going to be very good, and let me tell you why. Because the bottom of the wheel here and the base of the body are extremely close, so you can hear it scraping on the floor. But after all the times I've taken it out, which I think has been 4 times in total, there's no scraping marks at all whatsoever on the bottom of this car. It is as good now as when I first took it out of the package. The suspension is sort of a little bit ropey. It's not as good as the other cars we've looked at. It is independent, but it is just a spring system. Don't expect a lot from there. This is pretty cheap out of all the ones we're going to look at today, and it is a great little car for starting out in the RC hobby. So there we go. This has been the WLToys K989, a 1 in 28 scale car, and it's very light as well. Right then, so number 4 is something a little bit different again. This is the GPToys Luctan Truggy. It's the S912, and this is a drift car. And for me, I like to have a bit of fun with cars, but this car, when I first got it, was a little bit difficult to control. Once again, foam-filled rubber tyres. You can add little LED kits if you want to. They don't come as standard. This particular car is great for drifting. He literally just wants to swerve and just wants to go in every direction. You can get him to go straight. He does go straight very well. You've got to turn him quite gently, otherwise he does start to spin. You can get different wheels for him again. He is waterproof. As you can see, everything here is totally encased. Inside this body, the battery is even inside here as well. You've got to take off the case and take out a little cage before you can get access to the battery. We have standard piston spring suspension, but it's plastic, so a plastic piston and a plastic spring, and a metal spring there, just give you a little bit of suspension. Not a lot though. It's not very tight. I'm sure if you put on a tighter spring, then you can get this to be a little bit nicer, and you can mod it as well, I'm pretty sure. But all in all, if you're looking for a drifting car, a car which is going to drift out pretty well on ice as well, this is going to be your guy. This has been the GPToys Luctan Truggy, the S912, and all in all, I've had a lot of fun with this guy over the years. Right, let's put this down, let's get the next one. Now the next one is most definitely the piece de resistance. This is my most favourite buggy that I've got. Oh, I've just given it away. It is the FTX Bugsta. Ah, do you know what? It's brilliant. This was recommended to me by the RC Hunter, and when I first saw the price, I thought, wow, that's expensive. But then I thought, well, do you know what? It comes with some good praise, so I'm gonna get it, and I did. And I tell you what, I have not looked back at all. This is most definitely my most favourite buggy I have here. Oil-filled big bore suspension on this bad boy, which gives you such a nice control action to that. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? This is going to be a bit of an FTX showcase. I am sorry. Once again, I'm not sponsored by them, but I just think it's important to show you guys this, because I'm so used to the spring and plastic piston assembly shocks that when I got this, look at that motion. It's so nice, so controlled. It is just absolutely, oh, it's just fantastic. And out of all the ragging that I've given this, and it has been, as you can see by the state of it, this has been ragged a lot recently, I can't flip it. I haven't launched off a ramp. I'm pretty sure if I launched off a ramp, I'd be able to flip it. But as standard, just having to go flat out at about 27 miles an hour and then flip that wheel full lock, the suspension and the way that the wheels actually hold themselves and carry the car is so much so that it just doesn't flip. It is just an all-out fantastic vehicle. The steering is perfection. The suspension is just absolutely incredible. The way that it drives, the way that it grips, the way that it turns. Once again, we've got foam-filled tyres here, I'm pretty sure. I haven't opened them to have a little look, but I'm pretty sure by the feel of them they are foam-filled. It's a 1 in 10 scale. It weighs 4.5 kilograms. This thing, well, you can see next to my hand and my arm, it is huge. but I think it's worth every single penny. Now, once again, you can upgrade this. You can get metal parts. You can have a bigger capacity battery. The battery that it came with is an 1800 battery. That wasn't good enough. I wanted to have more time with this, so I bought a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which cost an extra £13. And if you're making an investment such as this, buying that other battery is just, you know, something that you should be doing anyway, because it's just, you're going to want to have that extra time on here. Now that you've got two models of this car. You've got a brushed and you've got the brushless. This is the brushed model. The brushless model is a lot more expensive than this, and I'm sure the brushless model is something I'm going to be getting over time. I really want to try it out, but for the second, the brush model will do, and I tell you what, it does do, and it absolutely ticks every single box for me, 100%. So let me put this top back on. This is the FTX Bugsta. It's about £130–140 to buy, and you know what? If you are going to buy it, I know it's a lot of money for a remote control vehicle, but at the same time, it's an investment. It really is. This thing is going to last you. And even if, I mean, I've got an extra motor coming for it, I've got extra parts coming for it, so that if I do break it, or shall I say when I do break it, then I can just repair it. It's, yeah, 1 in a million this car is, absolutely worth every penny. FTX Bugsta. Right, so all in all today, what have we looked at? Actually, come back here, Bugsta. We've looked at the Bugsta, the FTX Bugsta, as you can see here by its wheels. We've also looked at the A959 WLToys. We've looked at the Luctan Truggy, the S912, the drift car. We've also looked at the WLToys K989. Great beginner little car. And also we've looked at this bad boy. Nope, the WLToys 12428. So there we have it. 5, I think, excellent vehicles to get you into the hobby, to keep you in the hobby, and then also to keep your hobby side of it going as well. So not just racing, but just the modding side also. So there we are, folks. Thank you ever so much for tuning in and watching. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy racing.